Hello everyone, this is Faith. I'm here today to bring you guys some interesting information. Okay, first, this person here, apparently got blocked by EYA because it said Jesus is a name above all names, not Yahweh, and he's having trouble with mail. He came to find out she had emailed him about things that he showed during her stream that she told him she agreed with, telling him that he was wrong about the holy name of God and what language the Hebrews actually spoke without providing evidence to the contrary. She also blocked him almost instantly from her YouTube channel. He's currently in a dark place because he's about to start life away from his abusive family, and they're on him every day for wanting to move out. She was really not the best place to provide mountains of evidence. He thought she would research these things on her own, but she didn't, and then she blocked him. I could email her back, but seeing as she refuses to bow what Jesus would have said at the matter, it seems kind of pointless to chase her. He showed her that, Jesus and Jesus are spelled a little different. They're pronounced the same in English, interestingly. It's the name above all names, and that the Hebrew language is frequently referenced in the Holy Bible as featuring a th sound, thereby proving that the language that is spoken in Israel today isn't the Hebrew language, because that language does not have a th sound, and so much more. She refused to acknowledge that, clinging to the debunked idea that Yahweh and the language that this comes from is Hebrew, is along with the fact that she denied the resurrection rapture. Makes him think she's deceived. He could tell us more, but he's really tired. And YouTube tried to remove this comment, interestingly enough. This is quite interesting to me, in all honesty. Again, as we can see, Kat has done bad things that she shouldn't have done. Again, she hurt this person who was already in a bad situation anyway. That's not okay or acceptable. This isn't the end, though. There certainly is more to go over here, because he's not the only one who came to me with a story. I actually got sent some screenshots by Miss T, and I'll be posting snippets of her conversation with me from YouTube as well. Enjoy. EYA Cat, or whatever her real name is, I'm happy Jesus was never ashamed of his name, has had so many God-granted confirmations on just about every move she makes. He tells her who to have on her show or who not to, as he leads me or as God has shown me. Well, he must have been busy the days she had a pedophile on her live. She didn't know him, but he was willing to talk about how he almost died and he was given a second chance, etc. And of course he saw the Bible changes, so that made him okay to speak. My point is, she never knows much about anyone she allows to speak on her show, because they all fit the bill. But if they fit the bill, they will be approved, and I'll be allowed by her community. If you question her opinion, or you do not agree, she sicks her dogs on you. I was attacked by, what was his name? He did numerology all the time, and she'd allowed it. Nasty man. He said, Miss T equals 666. It was so freaky that she didn't ever correct him. I was so hurt by this, and to think I was shunned 2-3 times. What a slow learner I am. I am so sorry to hear this, Miss G. If you bring me some evidence of just what happened, I can do a video on it. If the stream is gone, as many of her streams are, you are unable to accumulate the evidence. That is understandable. Check my About page for my email, and we can get in contact. I am sure she didn't know he was an abuser. After he recovered from his near death, he got a job as a bartender, and he asked her if it was a wise move. She said, you know the answer to that, blank. He fooled a few people, but once you got to his channel, Cat posted a link to his channel, you can see him cussing and smoking the stuff he shunned me for. He smoked it live, and so did his friends. The channel was not my type. He had a psychic and other lowlife as his subs. I saw him a few more times at her channel, and I never went back to his channel, but I did find there is proof that he was indeed a pedo pusher. Yes, people can change, but from what I read, your sexual preference always stays with you, as in, they never stop the desire. He never brought up his charges, but I found them. Which stream did this occur in where you got hurt? I am not sure, as it happened over a year ago. She has banned me 3 times and allowed me back in because she forgot who I was. In the live, I questioned the KJ Bible, wondering why it was being tampered with most, because is it not as gold as people think? You do not go against the KJ Bible on her live streams or her comment sections. In my case, she attacked me for being a JW, but I was never really baptized yet. My mother forced me to go to Hall. Cat dislikes cults. Her posse side with her, and then the 666 crap started. You know the man's name? The guy who always used gematria, which I feel is numerology, but is allowed in her community. The one that bashed me, and it was okay for him to do so. Cat was always shadow banned, or deleted my comments so she could read them, but others could not. I found a few comments I can screenshot, and I can email them to you, but as for the live, everyone was there, the standard 15 defenders. Was a harbinger of the harvest, perhaps? From what I know, he used gematria in a hypocritical fashion to shun someone else for using it. Again, harbinger didn't use it commonly. There was someone else who was using gematria, and EYA is completely fine with that. It is yet again a double standard, as there is someone who is actually shunned over the use of it. That is interesting to me. Of course, the KJV isn't golden. King James was a Freemason. For to insist that no one goes against the KJV is to ignore the details surrounding the KJV's creation, as it was covered in Freemasonry from the start. No, that was not his name. All the regulars were there, and you'd have to ask them, I suppose. It was a full house, and everyone was there. As I am typing this, I hear Cat's voice in your video, and it sounds so horrible, so plastic. I am grateful to Father for letting me see the light. I liked this group in the beginning. I was new in my love for Jesus and God, and I longed for fellowship. One evening, Dolly Weber was on a live with another woman, can't remember her name, and Cat went off to tend to her cat, or maybe get some food. She always seemed to be munching on food. Anyhow, the lady started to speak about the Honorable King James, and Cat came back at them in such a rude way I was shocked. Needless to say, Dolly has never been back. She would never let anyone discuss the KJV like that one bit. I found Dolly's channel, and it gave me the comfort that was ripped from me after many of my public bashings. Who knows what she said about me? I was banned and didn't do afterwards. I remember the gematria guy was American, thin face and older. He always left comments in the chat. He is known. Folks must be afraid to comment and reveal his name. I checked the remnant list, but nothing stands out. If you find out and let me know, now it's bugging me. I'll look for the stream where this happened so I can use it. I'm super interested in knowing who this gematria guy is. When everyone told me Chanel was a bad person to use it. I never cared if anyone wants to use gematria. I care that it gets held against someone, meanwhile not against others who are here. Hypocrisy has always offended me the most. Dolly's channel has good info on the matter. I appreciate her info on the topic. I see it differently, but regardless of our use of gematria, I was heard by the use of it to cipher out that I was using a demonic name for my handle, and as I said, it was a full house, so it should not be hard. This man was always at Cat's channel and always used gematria. He was American, thin in the face, gray hair, and he did not know a lot about the world. And he did know a lot about the world powers and their trickery. Always commented Dutch. I would always chime in. Do would personally intend to hunt down this particular stream because it sounds interesting. Because if she is she's actually allowing some man to use gematria, and he hurt this one, then that's a double standard because Chanel was shunned for using gematria by Cat. Now, let's go to the evidence photos that I got in my email box from her. I would like to thank everyone who came forward with all of this information, and if there's any more information out there, please feel free to come to me with it. I'll see everybody in the next video. Thank you for watching.